Hello, magical souls. This is Deep Cosmic Space Wizard bringing you guys another collective tarot card reading for the day. I'm wishing you guys all love, peace, joy, light, sending you guys all positive activations within your body and sending you guys love activations in your body to spread throughout your being and your energy and through all timelines and dimensions. And for the day, I pulled the card Spiritual Quest. As you can see, it's a picture of Ganesha with an umbrella, and it looks like he's kind of like in like a deserty like area with some palm trees or something. Maybe a beach area? I don't know exactly where he is, but yeah, he's on a spiritual quest. Spiritual Quest is the card for the day. And I'm gonna start from the book really quick, just to give you guys a brief description of what the book says. And it says, Spiritual Quest. You are called to realize your full potential and to choose to become a force for good in the world. Whether or not you are aware of it, you are embarking on a great spiritual quest. Your soul is leading you to a myriad of discoveries about who you truly are and what you came here to achieve this lifetime. Each of us has a unique journey that is tailored especially for us and designed for each of us to reach our highest potential. During this quest, you will gain significant insight into your purpose here on Earth. For many, this journey will have been preceded by a period of upheaval, confusion, and conflict, which has birthed a desire for greater clarity and concrete answers about the meaning and purpose of your life. From this spiritual journey you are undertaking, you will gain wisdom, enlightenment, and an enhanced sense of your personal power. As you travel on this path, make a point to commit to the quest and not be tempted by distractions that may cause you to veer off track. Ganesha urges you to focus your energy less on having and more on simply being. Your spiritual growth can be enhanced by a regular practice of meditation and self-reflection at this time. Alright, so all you magical beings out there, all you guys watching this, most likely this means you're on a spiritual quest. There's no coincidence that you're watching this video right now and that the card is Spiritual Quest. We all come here collectively, individually, to do something on this planet, to bring some kind of energy to this planet and to this dimension. And we all are on our individual spiritual quests, and I feel like you guys can relate with that. I feel like you guys can kind of understand that. Just looking at your own life, I'm sure you could find or see how what you've gone through in life has kind of put you on a path. And how, you might be currently on your spiritual path, or you might be just learning about it, or you might be heading towards your spiritual path. Or quest, more so, not path, but quest. Because, it's not necessarily that we have to be like a Buddha or a pastor or a saint or whatever. That's not necessarily the case here. Spiritual quest could be anything. We all come here and we all have different unique individuality. We all came here with our own unique expression and our own unique blueprint, and we all have something unique to give and something unique to do upon our spiritual quest. So let's see, Ganesha, I believe in the book, he said that, he said that, okay, so before basically understanding or realizing that you're on this journey, a lot of the times, it'll be preceded by confusion, difficulty, pain, suffering, kind of stuff, conflict and whatnot, upheaval, and this is saying that basically we go through these things to birth our greater understanding and clarity about what our life is about. You know, like maybe at first, you know, you're kind of just going through life, just doing things, and then eventually you start developing this desire for a deeper sense of purpose, you know, and you start asking questions and you start figuring things out, and next thing you know, you're on a spiritual quest. um, but yeah, you know, we all come here to do something. We all come here to be someone, or you know, just be. We all come here to be, and we all come here to do something specific. And what it is, it gets birthed out of our soul. You know, like this quest, this purpose comes birthing out of our soul almost magically, almost, you know, through the mundane, through the just living of life. Our spiritual quest emerges from our soul. And so it says, be careful of distractions when you're on your spiritual quest. You know, obviously there's always potentially some kind of things that could distract us or pull us away from our path. And you know, and it's nothing to get worried about, you know, because we're always able to just tune into our soul. You know, our soul and our intuition is like our GPS. And it's really good at redirecting us and saying, hey, like, you know, you took a wrong turn. You might want to, like, we're supposed to go back this way. You know, and it'll become more and more obvious the further and further away you get from your quest, or from where you're trying to go. You know, so there's no need to worry about, you know, am I on the right track? You know, you're always on the right path, even when you're not on the path. You know, you're always in the right spot. Sometimes, you know, we got to go off the path to understand what our path is, and sometimes this is a matter of staying on the path. Yeah, you know, spiritual quest could be anything. It could be maybe you came here to just step into who you truly are and to live that life without fear, you know, and to just be who you are. You know, because it says shift your focus away from having or wanting to have to being. You know, when you start being what you are, that's when things flow into your life a lot easier. You step more into your power, your enlightenment. When you're just being, you know, when you're just being you, and you're not worried about having things all the time, and worried about external things all the time, I suppose. You know, when you're just radiating yourself and you're just being, and that's when you're truly doing what you came here to do. When you're being you. You know, you came here for a reason. You know, don't play it small, unless playing it small is something that you like to do, or you know, that's you. But I'm saying, just be you. Just, you know, and I know sometimes being you can be a weird mental concepts, like how am I not myself, you know, and sometimes we're not ourselves because we're afraid to show ourselves, or you know, whatever the case may be. You know, being ourselves is just what we need to do in order to step onto our path, to follow our spiritual quest. You know, and to listen to your soul and to listen to your heart, you know, and yeah, and to meditate and to self-reflect, because meditation and self-reflection are great tools to help process things in our life and to understand ourselves on a deeper level, to connect with ourselves on a deeper level, and to you know, look at the things that have happened in our life on a deeper level, to help us give us a greater understanding to what our spiritual quest might be. You know, just making affirmations, just saying, I am walking on my spiritual quest. I know what my spiritual quest is. You know, and just keep on reaffirming that to yourself, and keep on, ask the universe, or whatever you believe in, for signs. Say, hey, like, I'm kind of confused what my spiritual quest might be. Send me a sign, please. And maybe make it a specific sign, and wait a couple of days or something and see what happens, or just ask for signs and see what happens, and follow your intuition, and step by step you'll start walking on your quest, or continuing on your quest. Yeah, and some of us might be going through potentially the dark night of the soul. This is part of, I think, learning your spiritual quest, is when you go through those moments of just really deep darkness, and just, confusion, and doubt, and struggle, and upheaval, and difficulties, and conflict, and all those things, and whatever the negative emotions may be. The dark night of the soul is the transmutation process. So when we're going through these dark times, we got to remember, okay, this is part of my quest. I might not know exactly where I'm going or what I'm doing right now, but let's how can I learn from this? How let's be grateful for these things, because they're teaching me. What are they teaching me? Let's learn from it and keep on moving forward with as much gratitude as possible. And and then we start getting more clarity, and then our dark night of the soul slowly shifts over into the daytime, and we're able to actually get out of that mucky water and step out into the land and see where we are, and to be able to radiate at a more higher vibration, and to just feel better about ourselves more often, and and whatnot. The dark night of the soul it's like how diamonds are made. It starts off as coal, and then there's all this pressure put on the coal, and eventually it turns into the diamond. So same thing with the phoenix. The phoenix burns up, dies, or first it's killed or burned or whatever in the ashes, but then it rises again as the phoenix. Like it dies like first before it was a phoenix, and then after it gets reborn again through its death, it springs up with a fiery bird, and that's essentially the transmutation process, the dark night of the soul process. Same thing with caterpillars. They go in their cocoons, and then they turn into butterflies. It's very similar with humans. We do go through these things. Maybe some of you have already gone through them, or maybe you haven't gone through it yet, or maybe I don't know if everybody goes through it, but I definitely went through a huge dark night of the soul for like 3-4 years, and then I don't know, like sometimes it would come and go, and I feel like now I'm just with the past like year or so, 2 years, maybe just like a year or so, I really feel like I'm just really now coming out of the cocoon fully, and like really just kind of getting used to being more on the light side of things, I suppose, out of the dark night of the soul. And I've realized more now than ever what my spiritual quest is, through all these difficulties, trying to figure it out and stuff, and I finally figured it out. It actually, everything actually played out how it was supposed to. Looking back at it, when people say like, you're always in the right place, you're going through what you need to go through right now, don't worry. It's hard to think that way when you're going through it, but after you come out of it, it's like, oh, like, God, okay. I'm so like glad for those experiences. They taught me a lot, and now I know what I want to do, and now I'm able to step into my power more, and actually I'm able to do what I wanted to do. And yeah, it's even in the death, even in the worst things in life, there's always, you're always gonna be okay, you know, and it's hard to see that when it's happening, but after it's happened, you will realize that you're still okay, you know, despite the pain, despite whatever it was, you know, the suffering, you're still able to, you still come out on the other end a-okay. And you know, I'm not trying to say, like, you know, the things that happen that are really bad in life are just, you know, they're just whatever. Like, you know, the suffering and the pain in this world, just you'll be okay. You know, it's like I'm not trying to dismiss the authenticity of the experience or the realness of it. I'm just saying, like, on the deepest levels of who we are, we're always okay. Even though, you know, we might be going through some shit or some stuff. Yeah, so, you know, be you guys. Spiritual quest, you are on it. You are learning about it, and you know, if you're watching this video, I know you guys are either learning about it or, you know, you're already on it, and this is just a confirmation to confirm your thoughts about your quest in life, or to give you new thoughts about a spiritual quest, and to think about your life in a different introspective way. Yeah, I don't think there's really much more I need to say for this message. Yeah, you guys are all magical souls. I'm sending you guys all love, light, peace, joy, bliss, success, prosperity, abundance, gratefulness, and namaste. And before you guys go, give you guys a little magic smoke here. Namaste, beautiful ones. Magical ones. You guys are all magical, all beautiful. Love you guys.